Hey everyone, your girl List here. So it's now 8:05. I am officially ready to watch my episode. I got off tonight 20 minutes later. It's very obvious though because I didn't say 180 times. To hell with the closure, save it for another time. Oh my god, guys, that was insane. I was just like, I'm gonna get this. And the sunset, tonight was amazing. I'll include it here. And I kind of remembered, I just didn't take time to really look at the date, because my phone did it for me whenever I was going through my photos quickly, and sending my gram the photos. But 2 years ago, to this day, I saw the, Gray Fox and 1,000 Steps. So you guys obviously just saw that video again. So that's kind of a bummer. And then what are the odds that 1 year ago on this day then, I was also running, and it was raining, because that was obviously last year. Last year after July, every time I was there, it was raining. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. Anyhow, guys, but holy cow, that, is kind of crazy. That means that I might not make, my goal, or, well, it's not really a goal, it's just a cool statistic to keep. So obviously then I saw a red fox in 2024. So it's 2 years, right, back to back. And I still haven't seen any, and besides deer, I think that's about it, guys. That's all that I've seen. Yeah. Besides deer, I mean, what else? I don't think I've seen anything else hiking this year. So that's kind of a bummer. But last year, though, super lush life means super fun and super, much more, possibilities to put yourself in situations where you're more likely to see them. Because you guys remember last year then, it wasn't too much longer after this. Let me think here. It would have been probably the week of, I want to say October. It was one of my last extravaganzas. And it was the day that I went, was it right after Crystal Lake? Obviously, again, that wasn't what it was called. It was some name reservoir near Pottsville. So I want to say, like, the very end of October. Like, October, or, like, close to the end. Like, October, let me just use the week. How about that? So it was the week of October, 10th through the 17th. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back through here on my photos and see. But holy cow, guys, it has definitely been, very fun. And you know that if I'm remembering everything like that, it means that it's time, guys. It's time for a super. I am so excited for my super lush life next year, guys. Oh my god. So, anyhow, it's now 8:09, so I have to watch my video, and I know I had shared, back in, well, the middle of August, right before my grandfather had went, and it had been a year since he went. I know that I had shared then, that information as well, that I hadn't seen, come to think of it, right? I haven't seen or heard any of those animals, but you can't speak too fast. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here and get going, but that's an amazing start for my next video. So, which is obviously this video. But tomorrow, I'll probably go to my location that I was at. I know that I said, hey, I would just go there the next day, but I didn't. And I never went back. I actually ended up then going to get all the corn and everything. for my gram, and going to that my second location. So, anyhow, guys, yeah, so, it's definitely going to be very fun. So, I'll stop rambling on and trying to make time, because I know that I will definitely have time tomorrow. Oh my god, it's so cute. I don't like the way this hair kind of like, I don't know. It's not like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, I don't like it when it's like that. I like it all like this. Anyhow, guys, oh my god, looks so cute. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead here and start. And then, like I said, I'll just screenshot when that bear was and double check. And you guys can just see how ready and excited I am for my super lush. Alright, I can't scream though. My neighbor goes to bed early. Because sometimes she does later shifts too. And I hope that she's alright. Because like I said, with the small warning signs, you know, she had her blinds wide open. She had it once before, when I was going to get the mail, after I got home. And, you know, I mean, there was enough that, like, I could see them both laying there, and then they kind of got up a little bit, but then tonight it was just wide open. And I was just like, you know, sometimes that's people's, like, warning sign, right? Like, they're, you know, they're not, it's a greater of a possibility, right? For somebody who, you know, if you do it every time, right? Somebody who has ill intentions snooping around, you know, it's like that, it's like the DUI criminal thing that I had shared. Not everybody on the road late at night is up to bad shit, right? You guys obviously saw that, in my, DUI criminal, but it's just like, you know, it only takes one time, you know, so I hope that she's okay, and that's not her warning sign that she's not okay. But I'll just try to, you know, she's very vocal though, which is cool and fun. Like anytime I come home, she's like, oh, hey, you know, just very nice and kind. So I hope that she's alright though. But anyhow, guys, let's go ahead here and let me, finish watching my, blind spot episode. Here we go! Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So I didn't want to add this. I wanted to give myself more time. So obviously I found the video of the coyotes. It was actually just about a month beforehand, a month and about 10 days. So 5 weeks before. Also, but again, that was a 2023, so it was a super lush life. But it's definitely getting me ready for, you know, the next year, right? And then it kind of blessed me, right? Because there's actually 2 coyotes here. You guys will like it on my computer better because it's just a little bit more clear. I don't know, I really like it. Really, really clear. And if I would have had my phone that day, I would have never had pictures, because they were just hightailing it. It was just insane. And the odds of me just recording the entire time, also very, very slim. I mean, yeah, I have a long time with you guys, but I can't be recording all the time. Like, sometimes I wait until I'm, you know, a little bit further up, and anyhow. But yeah, so I also did want to share, too, that you guys may or may not have seen from my Instagram page that I had 13 rainbows in a row, or maybe it was 12 in 2023, and then it was 12 in 2024, too. That was just wild. I remember actually telling everybody at work about that too. I was like, oh my god, you wouldn't believe it. I just saw 14 rainbows yesterday. I broke my record. You guys can also, again, go back through my page to see that. If if you don't want to go through and, like, just look at all the pictures, you can go, and it just says it in the, description. So anyhow, guys, now I'm up around 10 minutes, so let's watch this. Alright, so you guys can see, here it is, 8/13/2023. So there was... Look, there's one. And then where's the other? I think that's it there. Yep, there it was. You guys can actually see one, but they were running together. I really like those kind of coyotes too. The golden husky looking ones. I think they're really cute. But they don't do cute things, that's for sure. Yeah, they do very aggressive things. Close to apex predators, guys. Anyhow, guys. Yeah. Maybe not as good as, like, honey badger, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they could take down honey badgers. I know one time I saw one video. Obviously, everybody knows the honey badger don't give a, right, video. But I saw one video where, this elephant stomped on honey badger. Discovered. Those are funny ones. Yeah. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here and get going. We can get into today's video now.
Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. You guys heard When It Rains It Pours just started Sunday morning. Anyhow, guys, and actually, yeah, today is Sunday morning. But I'm not going to have a fit about the time that somebody had though. Anyhow, guys, so here I am now. I'm officially going to get out with you guys here in just a second. I did well, never mind. Just wait until I get out actually. But I did have my tripod for you guys so we can get some good photos. But guys, you would not believe how dead it is. So just wait until I get out. I'll pause this here real quick and then I'll be right with you guys. Alright guys, here we go. Hang on. So, you guys already know my car anyhow. Wait, let me... and it is, let me see what time it is again. 10:36, so, not too bad, for watching an episode of Blind Spot this morning. I thought it was crazy when the gun didn't go off, and, I'm very curious to see how the trick about Allie, being pregnant went down, and we also found a mole, as well, from a vivid memory in Afghanistan. So I don't want to put too much on you guys, but I will show you guys. Look, this is insane. Look at that. You know, I haven't heard how the cicadas are into this whole picture. I don't know. A lot of these trees look like they could also be partially dead too. If you just kind of look, you know, like you can tell, obviously those two that go up to there are dead. So I don't know, guys, if it's one of those things. But I definitely should have put in some holding spray so my ringlet could have stayed. But yeah, I didn't. So that's fine though. And then obviously I just started my laundry here this morning too. So that was good. And you guys, well, wait till I find a place where I can set you guys actually. So never mind, hold that thought for a little bit. But yeah, I think a lot of this is just that everything is dead. But I haven't heard how the cicadas, you know, played a part in this, or how they are going to play a part, because obviously, like the cicadas and everything, they were the reasons for those really brown dead tree limbs that you guys saw. So actually, I can set you guys right here, honestly, probably, yeah. So, hang on, we just gotta get you guys level, and there. Jeez. Alright, so, I do just have on my yellow ones, I was gonna have on the bottoms or the Miami underneath, but you guys can see it's not quite orange enough. And I do obviously just have on my liner as well, for the upcoming average itch. So knowing how all of that looks today, didn't get any real good pictures or anything before I left, but that is also very good to know, because obviously I saw my retention was rather high when I did my push-ups last time, and I have another, I'm the only one who knows kind of thing. So I thought it was kind of funny how did I have in like toilet paper that was unraveling, because whenever I stood up then, and could it also been of how I stood up and which grooves and all that it went in. Again, this only goes for on that video specifically if every single one of my followers have watched it, because I have like 569, but was it unraveling, and that's why it looked so much more like I saw in Miami. Oh, again, only I know. But whenever you have on a liner though specifically, you can't like do anything, like, you know what I'm saying, like it just stays. Sometimes you'll get a wrinkle in the liner, which can throw off, because then you have wrinkles in the fabric and wrinkles in the liner. But yeah, so now that I know that it looks pretty decent, I'll double check it once I get home, and just see, how little movements and all of that, and where all it gets placed and all of that, will be okay, right, for me to, because I don't think it's changed much already. Yeah, not much. But anyhow, guys, look how crazy this is. There is like nothing, guys. This is very strange. I'm very surprised. See, and I don't know if I even want to do my video, because guys, that is bad. There's like nothing down here. Like, it's just like it's almost like it's going in spurts. Very crazy. And I also haven't looked at when I haven't looked yet on the DCNR of Pennsylvania website yet to see if any leaves are out. Foliage maps are out. Yikes. But holy cow, guys. It literally went from that fall wonderland to like nothing. Look at it. It's crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. And speaking of, that video as well, that one's at the only high spot too. There have also been a lot of, 30s, so I shared that before, but I'd always like to share that too. So, alright guys, let's head on down in here. Guys, this is crazy, look, there's nothing. And look how far down there now you guys can see. Guys, this is wild, and look how far up you can see. Guys, this is insane. I don't understand this at all. I don't understand. And what I like most about that too is you can always make it you don't even try to do it, and then when you try to do it, you can't do it again, right? Like the exact voice of, I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. That was great. I love that. I still crack up about that. And so right there, within 5 minutes of my video, I already shared my top 2 most used statements. There you go. So, alright guys. Guys, this is insane. Look at this. We're almost down to the bottom too. I don't believe this. I'm really wondering how it's gonna be once I get into, you know, that location down there. That was just crazy. Yeah, guys, look at all the stuff that has came down. Yeah, guys, if you don't think the fall's here, well, you definitely should know that it is now. This is just crazy. Alright, and here in just a minute, you guys will be able to see the whole way down there. So, give me one quick second to get down there. But, my gram has also heard, but then, you know, meteorologists and stuff had said last year, and that wasn't the case last year, that we wouldn't have a beautiful foliage, but, you know, maybe the really dry, you know, could cause that. So, but hey, I would rather have it, I'd rather have that. Obviously, I can't control the weather, but I would love, right, for as long as, you know, it's like one of those things, right, as long as, you know, it's like this for, you know, the non-super lush life years, yeah, so I'm fine. But, you know, as long as it's vibrant colors on a super lush life year, I'm fine. There's also a lot of other examples that I'm sure we all have heard throughout our life that kind of like that. So so anyhow, guys, yeah, look, still nothing. Crazy. I can hardly believe it, guys. See, and it also looks like an animal, or maybe like a bike of some kind. I know it said no ATVs and all of that. So, anyhow, guys, my arms are getting tired, so I'll be right back with you guys once I get down here to the bottom. Hey everyone, your girl is here. 3, 2, 1. 1 trail, 2 trails, and 3 trails. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this one straight ahead, just long enough until I can see where the fall foliage was last time, and just get an idea. Who knows, guys, maybe it all has gone just like all of this is gone. That is crazy, guys. Usually it doesn't happen like that. Usually it's like the whole tree, you know, kind of gets like orange and yellow, and then very rarely, you know, but more times than not actually, there's like 80% of the tree that is ready, right, when it's just naturally happens. And usually 20 comes from like 20% goes away, right, from a really windy day, and all of that. But holy cow, guys, look, doesn't seem to hardly be any of it. This is insane. So I know, no, I actually didn't do any films last time I went to the trail to the left. But I was thinking, depending on the location, probably definitely not this location, but I can add in, right, like a special location, right? So a special location, for example, right, this would just be like 1, 2, and 3, right? maybe until like October 15th, right? And then location 2, which is the one where I said I'm gonna start on the back side, well, the front side of the Lookout Mountain. So if I start there, I can also go off different trails and just do like 2, but make that second round at the second location, so a special location, right? Hey guys, we're on Sunday, so we got to make an S-compost. At that point then, just make the compost like that, and make it like a strictly like just before peak and peak, you know what I'm saying? And everything else just gets it's regular programming, we'll call it. Scheduled programming. I saw that the Steelers were on at like 9 o'clock today too. Crazy. I obviously didn't watch it. You guys obviously are seeing, right? Here I am. So I'm curious. See, I don't even know the rest of the games, but it'll probably be like the Baltimore game then, I would think. I don't even remember what network they said it was going to be on, the Steelers game today. Yeah, it'll probably be like Baltimore. I know my brother told me, he explained it to me one time. He said that the NFC teams are on Fox and that the AFC is in CBS. Yeah, and Sunday night is always NBC, and each AFC team, I guess, has to have a Fox game every year, or something like that. And then he said, well, and I obviously know this too, that the Super Bowls kind of go in order. So there's, I think it's CBS, yeah, because CBS was 50, and I think Fox was 51, and then NBC was 52. So just kind of all 3 of the major networks go in order. But yeah, anyhow, guys, nice little telecommunications talk again. But I don't even know, again, if Baltimore's playing. Sometimes New England is the next one. Or sometimes, well, no, because remember, NFC is on Fox, which means Philadelphia's game is always on Fox. So it would probably be New England or Baltimore, whoever's first. And then outside of that, I don't know what the middle of Pennsylvania's telecommunications would set to be, you know, the game for this area. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's after Baltimore and New England. Well, and obviously the New York Jets. Yeah, and they're also AFC. I don't know, guys. But holy cow, guys, here I am. Look at this. Oh my god. It's gone. Oh my gosh. No. Guys, this can't be real. OMG. I've been quiet on Instagram for a couple days, so give me one quick second to get an Instagram pic. Guys, no, it all went away. No. Guys, it's such a bummer. Oh. I knew I should have been down here earlier, guys. Because here, this is. So instead of using a whole bunch of energy going uphill, I'll just go here to where that secret trail is on the right, and then I'll just turn around, and then we'll just go on that left-hand trail, guys. It's been a good while. Yeah, oh, guys, look at this all gone. No. No. It definitely looks so like somebody was driving through here. It's really hard to tell how old the tracks are, too. Or no, that could have just been the rain. Oh, when I watched that, it's Michelle somebody. I know when I watched her, look guys, bummer. Oh, I knew I should have came back that next day, but I didn't. Oh. Anyhow, guys, I know when I saw her, she tried a crime scene, as well. And I wonder, I don't remember them showing, but I wonder if they can tell how old, right, like tire tracks are. And even if there isn't like actual tire marks, just tell from like the dust. I wonder if there's a way they can tell that. I mean, I'm sure there is, but they didn't show it in that video. But believe me, there's probably a way. Alright, guys. So I'm going to take another break here until I get up to that other location. I'll listen to my videos and then, you know, there. So here we go, guys. Let's try for another location. Hopefully this isn't such a bummer. Saturday or Sunday. Guys, this is no. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So there is the fence for the trail to the left. So we're gonna go ahead here and walk it out. It doesn't look like it's changing much either. You know, definitely kind of bumming, if that's the right word. You know, it's like not joyful or exciting. It's bumming. I think that's a word. I don't know. Anyhow, guys, this is just ridiculous in here. This makes me very bummed. How about that? Yes. More better, right? Like my paddleboard the Susquehanna. Anyhow, guys, I love to do my own English lessons though sometimes. But holy cow, guys, look at it in here. It's not even doing anything. I don't know why, guys. This is crazy. Look at it. Here we go. Oh, my bad. There we go. You guys are back down to 1. See, so somehow my camera updated. It must have. And when it updated, it didn't switch. Or, I'm sorry, it made the switch that it stays to where you last had it only while the app is still open. Like, it doesn't change it. You know, like if I open it up, it all automatically is straight ahead. Like, there's none of that. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just a little bit too early and too excited. So excited for next year's Super Lush Life that, you know, and getting right back in the groove, right? And even though it's too early, it doesn't matter. What matters is now. So yeah, you guys can definitely tell. You guys can definitely tell how excited I am for next year's. If we're not even ready anywhere close to fall foliage colors, and I already am walking around out here probably a good mile, maybe a mile and a half already, looking for places for full body photos, guys. Getting right back in the groove. Living days. Oh yeah, guys, it's gonna be good. So there's still that tree stand down there. Yep, there it is. So we won't make this really long walk. My grandma and I also have some stuff to do today. So yeah, guys, this is very, very, very sad. Very bad. That there's just nothing. Look. Yeah, I'm almost to the sign where it says that this is a deer management area. So I think what I'll do here is probably just end the video for today. I will call it So Need to Do Research Saturday. So in the Super Lush Life, or So Longing, right? Well, not really longing. I don't know. I'll come up with something. So Ready for Super Lush Life. Summer 2026. Still kind of moving slow, and you guys can see that from the average itch. So definitely very brutal, right? You guys remember Wednesday night? Holy cow, ridiculous. So yeah, so I don't really know anything else on how to name this, but I'll come up with it on my own. But anyhow, guys, I guess I'll walk in here just a little bit more myself, and then yeah, I'll talk to you guys. I mean, I may or may not add in some videos, and if I do, they'll just be with my gram, and they'll probably just be tomorrow. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so I walked, get out of here. So I walked further in here, and yeah, you guys can see by the leaves on the ground, you know, everything seems to be dying off rather quick. So I'm pretty much right to the opening. I walked the whole way in here long enough to finish listening to my entire video, except my last video, which was only 4 minutes. I got up to like 31 minutes, minus the, 7 minutes, well, 10 minutes from last night. But holy cow, guys, this is crazy. This is just crazy. I know when I was driving, I was looking at the mountains, right around, my location on, it's a loud bang, on Friday. And it seemed like, that might just honestly have to be my next go-to place, guys. Because that is crazy. But anyhow, I'll show you guys in front. Not really that much. So, very bummed, guys. Very bummed. This is gonna help the moment matter now, right? Better next summer. Because I went low, right? And I was bummed, and I was sad, right? No fall foliage, lit ticks, right? And then I went high, just a couple days before that, 2 days before that, less than 50 hours ago. But what matters is now. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good, guys. Look at it up here, though. Whoa. No. You know what, guys? Wait till I get a little bit closer. Past this evergreen. I think that's an evergreen. Yep, as soon as I get through here, right to that opening where the sun is going in on that tree. I might have to take you guys out of the way of the sun, so the sun ends up hitting the camera lens, messing everything up. But here should actually be a very good spot. Oh yeah, right here, guys. Okay, so let me... Okay, well, there is no place to set you guys, so we'll just have to end the film until I can get this out. Look at it spinning around my pinky. Jeez. Guys, here we go. Alright guys, now let's see what this one looks like from this angle. And then we'll flip you guys around and we'll do the other angle. So, get you guys in the middle of the trail. The sun. Oh, yeah, okay, so the sun ends up hitting you, which is good. Then we'll just be like, voila. Or, you know, I have to also do some research, so I still have to do research on the fall foliage and how the weather and just different events this year is going to affect it. And I also still have to do research on different poses, right? Because I just, it's one of those things that, you know, it's like with my hair whenever I was doing it, like you just get away from it for so long that you have to almost like tell yourself again, right? Like this over to here, right? Like my French braids. So it's like this arm goes up to here, right? And you're wanting to touch maybe your shoulder, or you're wanting to maybe feel more of your collarbone, right? So I have to remind myself of those. So we'll just do one more. And actually I won't be able to see it. Well, no, you have to do both lenses first, then you do both lenses without my shirt. And I won't do any clown photos, because that is not, yeah, that's too risky. Meaning clown photos, meaning a lot of, you know, they wear these kind of bottoms, right? So, this is usually clown related. So yeah, let me get these back up. These are also super hard to get back up. So if somebody was, you know, flying through on a motorcycle, yeah, it would be not good for me, right? To be able to get them on in time. Yes. So again, you know, yeah. Those are only instances where people, like, who said, you know, you do what you have to do. Those are the instances where you want to do those, right? Because you do what you have to do. And that's why you don't have on pants. But other times, yeah, it's definitely on you, for sure. Anyhow, guys, here we go. Meaning, it, you know, like, the interaction, right, might not be as, oh, it's alright, you know, we understand, you know, we're not, yeah, you guys get the point. Alright, so let's do there. Let's actually zoom it in a little bit, just until this third one. Well, no, because there's actually a lot of, yeah, and then I can always kind of like crop it out a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to want to move into trying to count, looking at the very bottom of the screen. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to want to move in after 3. And this is only for 1.2 times zoom. Yikes. Alright guys, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So I should be right in there. Crystal clear, in focus. Oh my god, what is up with these damn bugs? Gosh. Let's do one more. Alright, so now, hopefully that was good. And I will take this off. I'm gonna try to throw it out of range. There's no limb to throw it on, so. And that's also not good. I think that was out of the frame of the picture. I don't really know what pose to call this. You know, just a little, yeah, okay, so hands up to the sky, right, like Flo Rida, but we're just doing one little hope, right, that small little bit. I'm not asking for, much more foliage, but I am hoping for some. So yeah, that'll be, and then I don't know, just like a rainbow, right? Hoping, and I still haven't figured out how to do the rainbow, guys. Jeez, I hate the bugs today. I still haven't figured out how to do the rainbow, and add in the rainbow, but that's fine. So, nope. See, touched the screen, you know, the other day, and it flipped right around for me. What is up with these bugs? I hate it. So anyhow, yeah, that'll pretty much do it for today, because there's another 7. So now, I'll probably just stand here and listen to, just stand here and listen to them, and then I'll start walking back and getting, jeez, it's so loose that it just is like so hard to get off. Oh my god. Anyhow, so I'll listen to them and then I'll start, and that'll pretty much end the film. And the remaining film might just be up at the start of my video, like it was during my break, my official welcome back after my week ban. So I don't know, guys, I'll figure it out. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, helping my video time here as well, and just some typing, editing time. So I did just watch 2 minutes of the video until I ended it to start you guys on the tripod, and then I sped up my other video at the start of that where I was actually putting up the tripod. But anyhow, just to give myself more time and save some typing like I had shared. So I know that I had shared, right, I'm not going to go down into my clown outfit, because if I did, you know, the odds of somebody, you know, you, again, have no idea how somebody would respond. You know, that's why there's 2 officers, right, to break the news, because you just don't know how they're going to respond when you share that stuff with them. So, obviously, you know, that kind of goes off, like, you know, there is empathy to an extent. Like, obviously, I shared with the guy who I saw pee, you know, and at that point, obviously, they probably wouldn't have even known if I had just went to the restroom. But they have empathy, and they know that there's times when they've also really, really had to go, right, too. But again, if, you know, depending on, you know, especially if I didn't have on my shirt too, well then yeah, then that's one of those things where more than likely empathy and, hey, I'm human too, right, I urinate too, would probably go out the door, and there would be a little bit more of a confrontational meaning. So I did want to share that too, you know, so showing conscientiousness and just sharing that, you know, information to take up more time. So you never know how somebody's going to respond, but if somebody can get an idea rather quickly, it might not be as bad, right? And that's kind of how the interaction with the guy was, right? So, you know, because that one's in an area where I would have just been, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching my nice little edition. Now I should be up around 50 minutes and should be good to go for today's video, and then get to my grandma's activities with her and I, and blind spot and a shower, all sorts of other stuff later tonight here. We're probably also going to order pizza too, so it'll just be really, really good. So anyhow, and then yesterday before work, as well, speaking of food taking up more time as well, I had my pumpkin spice pancakes again with some bacon. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. So cute. Oh my god. If only the fall foliage was around. Oh my god, guys. That would be priceless. Anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. I just watched the video again as to what I had shared. Or I'm sorry, just watched it my first time. Making another brief addition. Also, when the guy that I saw go to the restroom had, you know, went and did his business, he also didn't have his pants off the whole way, right? So that's also another thing that would play a big part in the probably not such a good interaction. Anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I just recently got home. I just had some cheese crackers, granola bar, and then I have my remaining turkey lunch meat sandwich here as soon as I make this addition. So obviously the intention in doing that wouldn't be to be pro, right? Yeah. But you would also have an instance where you would figure out if a person was pro or not. You know, again, a middle ground, right? Not extreme. Because the dimwad at the interstate, you know, I was strictly just walking there, right, with leggings, and he feels the need, right, to get mixed vibes, right, whatever that means. So yeah, that's, again, your intentions wouldn't be to figure out if somebody is. But yeah, and I thought of that, that's so weird, because that's another way to ask, and that would be an instance where you would stand up, right? Like I said, out of genuine concern, right? Like staff at Bloomsburg, yeah, they would know if Corinna, right, is at the beach, right? Or just, yeah, yeah, you know, whenever she does, but they're not worried about that, right? They're worried about, you know, is she not feeling that bad, right? So, on the other hand, though, you know, other ways to pry it out, you know, like I said, at least pretend, right, that you're genuinely worried, right? I mean, you start a conversation almost 10 days after it, you know, with, oh, right, so how much? It's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm obsessed about what it says, but I need to know more, right? So, yeah, at least pretend, right? Like I said, with the other person too, from Canada. So at least pretend, right? Gosh. Anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching the audition. I'll go ahead here and get this video produced, and I'm just gonna call it a so waiting, or so excited, my bad, for Super Lush Life Summer in 2026, and so have to do some research. Anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later.